Hi everyone, and welcome to another video from DisplayRepair.com. In this video we'll show you how to clean the interior of your car using some common household items. I must mention that this is more or less the standard cleaning procedure, so don't expect any miraculous results. What we're showing you is good for tidying up the car on a regular basis. As you can see, the interior of our faithful Fabia is pretty dirty, so it's a great example. So stay tuned. DisplayRepair.com. If you want to wash your car from the outside also, I would recommend doing it before you start cleaning the interior. We've made a separate video on this topic, which besides explaining how to use a coin-operated self-service car wash, also shows the correct procedure for washing the car. Click on the link if you want to see it. In this video you'll also see a neat cleaning hack. It's very useful. To be honest, I've seen truck drivers do this when cleaning their cabins and use it ever since. Before you start, I would recommend to open all the doors and the trunk, prepare an extension cable if you need one, and do any other preparation which will make cleaning easier and faster. For this job you won't need anything special. As mentioned, most of these items you probably already have around the household. You'll need a vacuum cleaner, a water bowl with some warm water, paper towels or a chamois cloth, some window cleaner and a dishwasher sponge. The only thing you may have to buy, if you don't already have one, is a spray for the plastic parts of the interior and the dashboard. This costs usually a couple of euros or dollars, so it's not that big of an investment. First, declog the car. This means get out all of the trash like wrappings, papers, tissues or else. Best take a bag and gather all of the trash into it. Go around all of the passenger cabin and compartments. This makes the next steps much easier to do, not to mention the fact that you'll get rid of all those unnecessary things that are lying around the car for maybe months. Don't forget the trunk, as you'll need to clean it too. Take out all of the car accessories that may get in the way when you start cleaning. Besides making more space and reducing the possibility of damaging something, you'll be able to clean everything much better. The child seats are a good example. You can clean around them, but a lot of filth stays under. Take out the floor mats. In this case, there are both rubber and carpet ones. Fold the car mats when taking them out so the dirt doesn't fall back into the passenger cabin. Most cars have some sort of safety for the factory car mats so they don't slip around. In this case, there's Velcro on the bottom of the car mats. Whatever the system is on your car, take care not to tear or damage them. Now for the hack. If you have a compressor at home, put on the air duster and use it to get dirt and filth out of all those places that you can't reach with the vacuum cleaner or cloth. Those would be places like between the front seats and center console, the ventilation openings, around buttons and switches or else. Yes, you do have to have a compressor, which is not a common household item, but if you do, you'll see that the results are great. Only downside is that dust and filth may get all around the passenger cabin, so best do it before vacuuming and cleaning with the chamois cloth. This way you can clean all of the filth that remains when you're finished. When you start to vacuum, best do one side at a time. For instance, do the driver's side, front and back seat, and then the co-driver's side, or vice versa. This way it's much more convenient, especially when you use the extension cord, since you have to move it only once. Don't forget to move the front seats so you can reach all of the filth. If you have these woolly light carpets like in the Skoda, you'll have your job cut out for you, as they are pretty hard to clean. It takes a lot of rubbing. Be as thorough as possible, especially if you don't clean the car interior often. If you want to vacuum around the dashboard or other sensitive parts, don't forget to put the brush extension onto the vacuum pipe so you don't accidentally scratch the plastic. When cleaning the rear seats, if possible, fold them. This is a massive collector of filth and leftovers, especially if you have children. So fold the lower part of the seats and then you can clean it all properly. If you want to see how to fold the seats on a Skoda Fabia, click on the link and you can take a look at the video tutorial. Of course, don't forget the trunk. While you're using the vacuum cleaner, clean the carpet floor mats. If they're really dirty, it can take some time, especially if they're like the ones shown here. Use a chamois cloth or some paper towels and wipe off the dust, stains, or any other filth that may be present. Be as thorough as possible, especially if you're going to use the spray for plastic surfaces. If you leave filth and it mixes with the spray, you'll get a worse effect than it was before. A sticky-like substance forms, which is both unpleasant to see and not hygienic. If you're using the chamois cloth, which I recommend, don't forget to rinse it with warm water from time to time. Go over all the visible surfaces except for the textile ones so you don't get them wet. If you want to, make sure the cloth is only damp, not wet. When cleaning the windows, I recommend to start from the inner side of the windshield. This is pretty hard work since it's pretty inaccessible. To get good results, you'll probably have to make a couple of passes. The point is to get rid of smears. If there are any left, they can compromise visibility and the windshield gets foggy much easier. Use the window cleaner and paper towels. These give the best results, at least in my opinion. If the windshield is really greasy, then first use some warm water with dishwashing detergent first. The tricky part is to reach all of the corners. Do as best as you can. In most cases, you can't clean it completely. While you're at it, clean the rear view mirror and the mirror on the sunshade if you have one. Once you're done, I would recommend one more pass with a clean paper towel. This will additionally help to remove any leftover smears. It would also be good to clean the windshield from the outside, even if you've already been to a car wash. Now it's time for the side windows. Don't forget the rear view mirrors. Just like with the windshield, you don't have to clean the outside part if you've been to a car wash. I always do it since the end result is much better. First do the outside and then the inside part of the windows. Here also make a couple of passes until you get rid of the smears. Lower the windows a bit so you can clean the top rim of the window, there is always filth there. You can of course do whatever window you want first. I would recommend going around the car starting from one side, it's more effective this way. When cleaning the rear windshield, best align the wiping with the direction of the heater. This is just a precaution so you don't accidentally damage it. On most cars it's built in the windshield, but on some it may be exposed. If you have stains on the seats, trim panels or other fabric parts, you can use wet wipes to clean it. They are very effective even with hardcore stains and at the same time will not dampen the fabric. You can also of course use some kind of fabric cleaner. Now it's time for the final touch, the spray for plastic surfaces. It will revive the looks of the dashboard and plastic trimmings and give a fresh look to the interior. Before you start, wipe the surfaces again just in case some dust fell in the meantime. Shake the spray before using it. You can use it in two ways, either like a spray paint or use it with the dishwasher sponge. I always use the sponge because much less spray is used and the distribution on the surfaces is more even. Do whatever suits you best. If you like more shine, then use it like a spray paint. Just be careful with the dashboard as the shine may cause a reflection on the inner part of the windshield and interfere with visibility. Go around all of the plastic surfaces. When the sponge gets dry, add a short burst of spray again. Once you're done, return the floor mats and other accessories you might need back into place. When returning the floor mats, make sure you put them properly in place so they don't slip under your feet while driving. So here you have the final result. As mentioned, nothing spectacular, but the interior is back to a pretty good condition. All of this in real time takes about an hour, hour and a half at most. Doing this twice or 3 times a month should keep your car interior in good shape. The more often you clean, the less cleaning there will be. With this self-made proverb, I will end this video. Thank you for your time and for watching. Please like and subscribe, it's a huge help for what we're doing. Also, if you find the time, visit us at our website despairrepair.com where you can find more useful car and driving tips. See you next time.